So, day 2 of my KSP check slash flight to Land on the Sun 2014 campaign. Hopefully this time the digital recorder on board the ship does not crash. Partway on its way pretty much to the landing pad, or to the launch pad. Hopefully the designed craft will be able to make it to the surface of the sun. It is not intended to be able to fly back from the sun. So we will have to see how close we can, what we can do to see if our Kerbals can make it back. They have been briefed on their mission that they will be flying into a low Kerbal orbit with the intent of gathering a better understanding of their sun, and this is the extent that they have been briefed on the mission. Unfortunately, in an earlier test flight, we lost good friend Jebediah, Bill, and Bob to the outer reaches of space, or the inner reaches of space, actually, as it may be referred to. Alright, so far it looks so far so good. Alright, we will quickly jump into Land on the Sun 2014. The craft is saved in said profile. TAC life is not enabled. Land on the Sun 2014, 61 parts. Retro KSP. I could actually create my own Kerbals, but do not desire to do so at this moment. Alright, and after hours of waiting for the launch pad to be completed and the ship to be moved to the launch pad, we are been given the green light. SAS has been engaged. Throttle has been maxed out, and we will begin ascension in T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition of the main thrusters is successful. The vehicle is traveling upwards at a current velocity of 70 meters per second at an altitude of 700 meters. Engines are starting to overheat just a little bit. Throttle down, keep their thrust to weight around 1.7, around 2 meters or 2,000 meters. We will begin the orbital insertion burn, or orbital insertion turn, sorry. Orbital insertion turn. It's going as planned. Don't want to give it too much, as the atmosphere can end up pulling the nose of the craft towards the ground, resulting in a catastrophic failure. With a atmospheric efficiency of 40%. That will begin to decrease as we approach higher elevations in the atmosphere, as the atmosphere will become thinner. All systems nominal. We are approaching just over 12,000 meters above the surface of Kerbin, traveling at a speed of 410 meters per second at a total throttle of approximately 75%. Engine overheat is beginning to decrease as the engines, as the rockets have been decreased in their overall thrust. Decreased to 66% of available thrust. Atmospheric efficiency is decreasing, now with apoapsis of 42,000 meters. Our orbital insertion burn is going fairly well. Looks like we should have more than enough delta V to complete our to end up at our desired target. Flame out of the initial lifter stage. Increase in throttle due to the less lift. Apoapsis of 65,000. So far, all systems are nominal. 69, 70, I will circularize around 75. And good enough for government work. Add a maneuver to the apoapsis. Bing. 91. It's too far. There. The burn will occur in approximately 30 seconds. And will require 900 delta V over 2 stages to be completed. We've officially left the atmosphere of Kerbin. Node burn in 15 seconds. Burn time will be 55. Time to node burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. Confirmed reignition of the initial stage for the circularization of orbit at 75 kilometers above the surface of Kerbin. T-minus 31 seconds left on the burn, with 4 seconds remaining in the outermost shell. Confirmed separation of the lifter stage. Kicker stage confirmed ignition. All systems nominal. So far looks like this shall be a good spaceflight here, boys. And we're pretty much circular. We're not really, but close enough. Alright, now, sun, which direction are you? You are over there. We have a slight problem in the I have a slight problem. I had a slight problem in the orbital maneuver node, but a quick EVA. So what if I do 11? This is a very there. This is a very delicate area of the space flight. We're going to add an alarm clock for our Kerbals at the desired burn time. We should be able to get to approximately an 8 million sun apoapsis or periapsis with this burn maneuver. I just want to see. You can't actually. There. Somewhere around there. Perfect. Okay, I've got maneuver nodes planned out. I have 16 minutes until the burn. Looks like there will be more than enough fuel on board to be able to fully complete our mission. Assuming there was no wasted fuel aboard. Getting oriented to the node at this time. Maneuver orientation alignment has been completed. We will now burn time. One stage estimated burn is a minute, so we'll take about 45 seconds. As we kick out of cryo warp, we will once again reorient ourselves with the maneuver node as indicated. Kerbin escape burn to occur in 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and burn. This has to be fairly exact maneuver. We don't want to be unnecessarily wasting fuel. 800 delta V left in the burn, with an estimated time of 50 seconds remaining. And inner stage flame out. Still have 1 minute left on the burn. .47 seconds. So far, crew seems to be pleasant in their quarters. They are doing this mission for science and are aware that there is a high likelihood they will be unable to return to the home planet. SOI change. Approximately 90 delta V left. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Good enough for me. This next maneuver will take 6,000 delta V. $6,400 delta V. Okay, let me get to this node. Let us get a couple days until we reach the escaping of Kerbin's sphere of influence. Whoa. Oh, wonky. Okay. Alright. So. Put it at the apoapsis. At maneuver. What the heck is going on? All right. Okay. What the heck is going on? Checking the periaps. There. Thus, in 280 days, our crew will be able to do their 9-minute burn for their solar capture, or their sun capture burn. This current time, I'd like to make sure that all systems are nominal, and it seems that they are. I'll ramp this up. Aboard, we will be witnessing a landmark event in the case of the Land on the Sun 2014 campaign. Crew seems content with the current situation. Kerbin, over there we have well left the sphere of influence of Kerbin, and with 9 minutes of fuel, we will be slowing down our time warp here. Three days, 2 days, 1 day. We seem to have flown by our maneuver node by 26 minutes. We hope this will not cause significant interruption in the burn of the aircraft. We will keep the sun periaps at our utmost. As we can see, it is decreasing, currently at 7,000 million meters, and will be occurring at that instant in approximately 149 days. Still 200 meters delta V left in the primary transfer stage. The final lander stage will be deployed in approximately 12 seconds from now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flame out of the final stage. Periaps still decreasing. Don't need this maneuver node no more. Time to apoapsis. Has decreased. There's something funky going on with my precise node. My time to apoapsis is 10 hours, 3 minutes. It is decreasing. Continue to burn in the retrograde direction. Actually, since this is your target, you can actually select it as your target. Periaps is 5,000 million meters, and in almost perfectly inclined orbit. There is some space debris. Apoapsis is being maintained at this time. Inclination basically 0. Eccentricity is going quite high, and our orbital period is decreasing significantly over time. Time to apoapsis has decreased to 7 hours and just over 7 hours and decreasing. Crew, they seem to be still be in good spirits, which is vitally important to the success of this mission. With the periapsis decreasing at an alarming rate, and with 5,000 meters per second of delta V still remaining in the vessel, it is believed that this mission should be very successful, and we shall be able to complete the Land on the Moon 2014 campaign. We will be updating further as more information becomes available to us. We will be another 4 minutes of burn. Our periapsis is currently sitting at 3,000 million meters. So far, we have made it past the orbit of Moho. Looks like we shall still have more than enough delta V to be able to complete this mission. At mission control, all we can do now is trust in our pilots and trust that all of our planning is not being thrown away. We are very much sitting at the edges of our seats, waiting for these numbers to come up as we have liked, as we would very much like to be able to be the first space program to send our Kerbal to the surface of the sun. It's never been done before, will probably never be done again. We are now sitting inside at 2,000 million meters and dropping. The estimated fuel consumption for this burn was approximately 6,300 delta V, which we had in our lander stage. We had some leftover delta V remaining from the initial kicker stage, as well as our orbital transfer stage. With just under 3,000 delta V remaining, we are still sitting on the edges of our seats. It looks like we will be getting closer than our previous attempts. At the very least, it looks like this will be more successful than some of our previous missions. have been all systems still nominal. Communication is getting difficult as they are approaching. They will be approaching the sun. Looks like we are into the hundreds of kilometers now. All systems check out. 2,000 meters per second left in the tank. 600,000 kilometers. And rapidly decreasing. We look to make this the first successful trip to the surface of Kerbal. And after many simulations and testings, and even a test flight out by a previous rocket, this looks to have achieved our goal. On just over 1,000 delta V remaining, 200,000 kilometers, 100,000, just under 200,000 kilometers. This is going to be mighty tight here, folks. Really wish it wasn't this tight. Hundreds of kilometers, thousands of kilometers. We have made it. We will not have a periapsis. What we shall do is we will save. And we shall ride into the sunset at a time warp. Just gonna time warp to closer. Kerbals, you do not know what you have done. Check the time to periaps. Still a day. We will jump on board the ship as they make their way closer to the face of the sun. They wish to reorient themselves, lest they can't. Seems to be a minor problem has occurred, as we are unable to communicate with the vessel at this time. Oh, yeah, right, time warp. It has been 389 days since they have left the surface of Kerbin. They shall get to their periaps in approximately 1 hour. Here we go, boys. Can't even zoom out far enough. This is it. The moment we have all been waiting for. Pictures for the memory book. This is our time. 1 hour, 16 minutes. We will achieve our destination. Time warp down till about 5 minutes, I think. Amazingly, our heat shields have been working very, very, very well. We have entered close proximity to the sun. Time to the periapsis is 27 minutes. We are no longer able to time warp. That means we shall let the boys do their jam. Leave it like this. Make sure all systems are still nominal, as they are. How much time do we have? We still have 26 minutes till it occurs. So I should have set an alarm. Oops. Alarm. Add. Periapse. Okay. Orbiting the sun. Suborbital trajectory. Fly. 25.5 minutes. I will come over here. Add an alarm to the periapse. I want it. Actually, I want it at target distance at an altitude of 100,000 meters above the Oh, we are nearing it pretty quickly. Alright, well, it seems that while the periapse may be... We are quickly closing in, and we have collision. Time to periapse, you were wrong. It looks like this will be the final resting place for many a good Kerbin. Exploded due to overheating. It was an unsuccessful flight in terms of landing on the moon, as things overheated before we were able to successfully do the landing. But nevertheless, we will have to invest heavier into heat shields. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. This has been the Land on the Moon 2014 well, successful run to the sun. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this gave a little bit of insight on how to actually get to the sun.